I've stopped talking to Libo.
What are you cutting there, baby?
Yeah,
for the pod. It's a mistake, man.
Wow.
You sexualized the whole conversation. I don't like it.
Oh dear me. Last night was a lot. Hey! Hey, you guys. Hey, last night, you see all that fights that had been soft peddling, that people have been trying to hold back, kind of came out, and then there was like a little soft landing for all the beefs that has been going on in Biggie's house. You guys, hey, in this video, you guys know one of the things I like to do is to just give you the full gist, the full story. So I'm going to promise to do that in this video. I literally had to shoot this video 3 times and then I deleted everything because I felt like I was talking too much. I was trying to cover everything. So what I decided to do at the end of this video is I tried to be as relatable as possible. I just tried to sum up the whole things, the beefs and the reconciliations that happened last night in Biggie's house, and then put it up in this video. So I don't know if this video is going to be very long, but if it is, pardon me, but make sure you watch from now to the very end so that you get the full gist of what went down last night and what we are going to be expecting from those housemates. And when we're talking about the fights, the beef, the cold stone beef that has been brewing between Terry, Libo, that's been brewing between Libo, and then the unexpected fights that happened between GASH1 and Thato. Hey, you guys, I'm going to be breaking it down in this video, so you definitely want to watch it to the end. Guys, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. My name is Julie and welcome to another update of the Bbmzansi show. You guys know how I do it. I try to keep it real here by giving you guys the conversations, tell you everything that happens in Biggie's house, and then of course add a little of my onions. If you're new to the channel, please take this minute to hit on the red subscribe button to be part of this community, and guys, join the conversation because it's always loud in here. Don't forget to turn on the post notification bell, as this will always help you to share messages, alerts, notifications every time I share new content. Guys, with that said, can we get into this gist already? So guys, yesterday, let me take it from the diary session that happened. You guys, the last video I did, I talked about the tasks these guys were working on. And, very funny part again. The Stones team lost. They lost again. And then we saw the Sticks win. You guys know the Sticks team comprises of Themba, GASH1, Terry, and Libo. And then the Stones comprise of Thato, Sister Mara, Tools, and Mpo. So you guys, the penalty for the losing team was that they were going to do the laundry, they were going to do the dishes, they were going to do a lot of things. It was quite fun. No, not laundry now, dishes and all that. Take care of the kitchen and all those kind of things. So we actually saw this husband going to their diary session. And that diary session, the pin that was spilled, the tea that was spilled, the water that was poured on the floor, made everything fatter for all the things that happened to happen. We actually had Terry blasting Libo. We had Terry tackle Libo like crazy. And in one of the things she said, Terry actually said that, you know what, I didn't know Libo was negative energy. And when I meditated and said, you know what, I don't want negative energy, he stopped talking to me. And I'm like, Terry, why are you forgetting the days of soft friendship, the days of little beginning, when you and Libo were gossiping about all the other housemates? You cannot remember. Now, you suddenly turned against him. I'm like, I beg, Terry, take a chill pill. So we actually saw during the diary session, these guys were spilling. GASH1 spilled. He talked about how Terry and Themba were coming at themselves. Tools even talked about Themba being very difficult to work with. And Thato talked about that she feels like she's edgy and on the edge. You guys, before this guy started unleashing these other parts, I already shared a video talking about the tension in the house. And finally, we all found out that the tension was real. These guys came out and talked about it. And guys, there was a soft landing. But I'm not going to lie. The highlights of that tension in yesterday and what happened was when I had Terry and Themba have this conversation. You guys, please.
Yeah. 6 times 6 is 36 plus another 6.
Never. 6 times 6 is never 36.
Please. What is the problem with Terry and Themba? 6 times 6, is it not 36? Why is Themba confusing Terry? And why is Terry confusing herself? And why is Terry suddenly not She was so confused. Temba actually ended up making Terry feel shaky. Like, I don't know. But these two people, the beef was very funny. And hey, but the beautiful part of the whole thing was at the end of the day, after these guys were done with the diary session, with their task, GASH1 prepared food, they ate their food. You guys know how I do it. I like to take it from the last video and then take you through all the things that happened. So that's exactly how I'm doing that in this video. So you have to be patient if you want to get the full gist. And then, afterwards they ate their food, and then we saw this housemates like sit together. You guys know the debate is going to be today, is going to be hot. And then there's this conversation about polygamy. We saw tools like giving them soft landing, how to do this whole thing. We saw Terry say, you know what, we're going to nail this one. We've been killing them before. We're going to kill this one again. I mean, Terry and her overconfidence. I like it, Sha, because we need that kind of high person when it comes to teamwork. So we actually saw these guys like do like some soft practice on their debates for today. And then, guys, moving forward, we now saw this episode that actually happened where, the housemates were actually talking. And one of the things that they did yesterday, intentionally did, was, I think it was Tuesday's idea. He brought up this chat of asking questions about the housemates. They actually did these questions about all the housemates. And I think that was one of the things that actually helped to ease the tension in the house. Because I'm very sure if that event had not happened, the tension in the house would have been louder. So we actually heard, what's his name again? Tools, read up some of the traits of these people. They talked about Themba being the Dracula.
Need Dracula for the rest of the round.
I miss my friend here.
Samara, they talked about Thato, they talked about GASH1. Like, it was just soft landing and, like, getting everybody back on the good vibe. And, when we were talking about Dracula, I found out that Terry was really, the one really doing the most. So, for me, I felt like these housemates were now cool. Now, guys, after the tension among the general house, that was where the couple beefs now started. So, guys, they were still having this conversation, and just when they were having a conversation, we actually saw Poe have a conversation about childbearing, to raising kids, with Thato and Terry. It was like she was talking about how the beautiful experience of being a mother, like she was just sharing motherhood vibes. And then, guys, somehow conversation stretch, and then, guys, GASH1 from nowhere just called Mpo baby. And Thato is a drama queen. Thato did not get it. She did not see that thing as a soft conversation. Like, she wasn't even having, because at that spot she tackled GASH1. She tackled GASH1 in such a very interesting manner. And I was like, okay, this is what I like. I mean, if GASH1 thought he was coming to play on this one, hey, you should be thanking her, because this babe, she don't be soft head at all. She has coconut head. She tackled GASH1. And guys, that was where the conversation was. At the end of the day, I even felt like this conversation was going to end, but it stretched into midnight. But before I continue with the conversation they now had afterwards, let me now talk about Libo and Sister Mara. Sister Mara actually came around Libo and was saying, you know what, guy, you have to suck it up, try to have a conversation with Mpo. He was trying to convince Libo on how to go about the Mpo thing and why Mpo had the right to feel the way she feels. We saw Libo just validating his attitude and why he was keeping his distance. And Sister Mara was like, forget it. Sister Mara is the coolest chick in that house. I'll keep saying it. She is the coolest chick in that house. She's actually teaching the guys and the girls how to be human. I don't know, but I have special love for Sister Mara. Listening to what Sister Mara was saying, I was like, no. This person is a human being. This one is a human being. He has sense. So, Sister Mara was just telling Libo, you know what, suck it up. You don't, like, people have a right to feel anyhow they want to feel. Talk to her. At a point, Libo was just giving so much. Sister Mara had to just dump the pro conversation and then switch to Terry. And it was like, you know what, you guys have been bonding right from Terry day one. Libo was like, yes, I've been Team Terry from day one. And then, Sister Mara was just encouraging Libo that, you know what, suck it up, have a conversation with her, bring up those things. Sister Mara actually talked about the beef he had with Terry, and how he had been, that sometimes he's thinking of it, like, is this relationship even paying off? Should I go forward? But then sometimes he looks at himself like, okay, he also has a shortcoming, and he just tries to make it work. And he was just trying to give that same advice to Libo. At the end of the day, I don't know whether Libo will take the advice. We'll get to see whether he gets to hunch it, suck it up, like drop that his ego a bit, and then walk up to Terry and say, you know what, I don't know why we're beefing, but let's talk about it. Like, I've seriously been thinking that Libo would walk up to even Libo to apologize. I don't know why that guy, I mean, some people are saying he's a narcissist. Let's not even go into that conversation because that's a long one. So guys, afterwards, we now saw this epic episode between Temba and Libo. Hey, I was not expecting to. As in, I literally saw Temba like coming close to Paul. I was like, Temba, what's your problem? What is your problem? Why are you always chasing him? Why is always this closet area? You guys are always trying to do this fake love or real love, or I don't know, Sha, what to call it, but it was more like I think Temba felt like there was some tension between him and Bo, and he needed to clear the air. Whatever, Sha, we saw Sister Ryan laughing over it. We now saw Libo like coming to like the closet. I think he wanted to go have his shower. And then when the whole hugging thing was, he just had a quick glance, and the speed at which Libo disappeared from that closet, I was like, guy, is this thing getting to you? I don't know, Sha. But at the end of the day, we saw Libo, we saw Temba and Bo like hugging out, whatever it was. That was the tension between them, and then they were cool. And then guys, midnight was now the conversation between Thato and GASH1, and Thato was clearly saying, don't sexualize me. If I was that episode with you and Upo, why are you calling Upo baby? Like, and then GASH1 had to start apologizing. He was like, he's sorry, he didn't do it intentionally. He doesn't know when he sexualizes people. And Thato was just nailing it, like telling him, you know what, you need to stop doing this. I don't like this. You need to stop doing this. They had a very long conversation. At the end of the day, the conclusion was that, okay, you know what, anytime you see me sexualizing you or anybody or whatever, let me know so that I can drop it. And I'm like, hey, this is relationship goals. This is relationship goals right there. I mean, it's one thing to get confronted by your partner. It's another thing to accept that you have a flaw. And it's another thing to love to be corrected that, okay, this flaw is something I'm ready to work with. I don't know, man, but it is a good one seeing how GASH1 is moving forward with their relationship. And guys, it was just it. At the end of the day, they made up, they kissed, they hugged, and yeah, that was just the end of everything that happened last night. I don't know, man. I hope I didn't miss any epic parts, because last night was different layers of this housemate. Like, literally, we've seen this housemate lack content. Like, they did not give us content for like 2 days. We're just busy looking and waiting and forcing ourselves to come and give you guys content. But I'm so happy, like, it looks like the vibe is back, and you guys know the weekend is coming closely. You guys know today is the weekly wager task. We're hoping to see the best out of this house. We're hoping to see which team wins. I'm praying the Stones team win because they've been losing so much. You guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I've been loving the experience watching this housemates go through, different temperaments, different moods, different mood swings, getting back, bouncing back, breaking up, making up, like it's all good. I love the vibe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, you guys. This is literally everything that went down. You guys know I love to keep it real. I hope you guys are getting the gist the way you should get it. I hope you're loving my flow in this channel. You guys, this is literally where I'm going to be drawing the curtains. Thank you for your watch time. I'm going to see you all in another video on Personality Highlights. For now,